Welcome back, Catskill. This is Alex
and Alessia
coming at you with this week's news.
We hope you had a great week.
Now let's get right into it. We'd like to dedicate our news broadcast to Miss Schindler, a beloved fourth grade teacher who recently passed away. She was an incredible teacher and mentor, always present in our school and community. Her kindness and dedication has a lasting impact on many Catskill students.
The first PBIS meeting will be on Wednesday, September 25th after school in room 138. Let Ms. Nasser know if you would like to be involved in PBIS and are not available at that time.
College and high school signups are due. Make sure you get your paperwork into guidance today.
Colin and Zach have some wisdom to share in this news segment.
My name is Mr. McDonald. I am the technology education teacher.
What is a quote you live by, and what does it mean to you?
Well, there's a quote I have by Albert Einstein. He says that the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. And I find that to be particularly true, especially with what I do, is everything that you have in your life today has been done through somebody's imagination. So somebody that just has knowledge, but is not creative or doesn't have imagination, we wouldn't have the things that we have today without that.
Our physical education program is looking for sneakers to share with students. Men's, women's, or kids' sneakers, quality does not matter aside from being PE functionable. All students are required to participate in PE and need the credit to be successful students. Any contributions are appreciated.
Our lunch program has gone through a pretty significant change this year. Here's Easton with some student reactions in the implementation.
Catskill High School has implemented a new school lunch menu, offering more delicious and nutritious foods for us to enjoy. Today, I will be interviewing multiple students on if they enjoy the new school lunches or not. What do you think about the new school lunches?
I think it's pretty good.
It's all right. It's a little cold.
Do you like it better than the last year's school lunches?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I do like it more than last year.
All right, thanks for your time.
The class of 2026 is selling Krispy Kreme glazed donuts to raise money for their class. $12 for a box of 12. Orders and payments are due by Monday, September 30th with delivery on October 8th.
Here's Ella with our interim principal, Mr. Martin.
My name is Ella. I'm here with Mr. Martin today. What happened this week in history?
Today we're going to talk about something that happened back in 1759. During the French and Indian War, two European superpowers, England, France, were vying for control of the North American continent. Well, there's a military outpost on the St. Lawrence River, and today we call it Quebec, but originally it was actually a fort. And Fort Quebec was built on the top of this really tall cliff overlooking the St. Lawrence River. So when they constructed the fort, they built only three sides on it. The back side that faced the river, because the cliff was there, was not very well protected because they always assumed that no one could ever scale the cliff to attack the fort. The British commander was a general named James Wolfe. And one afternoon, feeling a little despondent because he wasn't able to capture this fort, he decides he's going to go out and he's going to row in the St. Lawrence River, just kind of like taking a walk. He's going to get out in a boat and he's just going to kind of row around and kind of gather his thoughts. Well, as he's rowing around, he comes up to the cliff where the fort is built, and he notices down on the shore at the bottom of the cliff, there are women down there doing laundry. And they're taking these wet, heavy clothes and they're putting them in a basket, and then they pick the basket up and they disappear into the face of the cliff. And as he watches them, a few minutes later, they're up on the top. So he figures out that there must be a pathway up that cliff that gets you into the fort. So the next night, sure enough, they show up, small contingent, they sneak up into those stairs, and when the French wake up, there are British soldiers inside the fort, much to their surprise, because they found the pathway. Well, the ensuing battle, because the British had been able to get inside the fort, the British win the battle. They capture Fort Quebec. And that event gives the British an upper hand in the ensuing French and Indian War. And it's not an exaggeration to say that this is one of the events that led to a British victory. So hence, I'm talking English to you today, not speaking French, because of the English victory.
Wow.
So dirty clothes played a key role in the emergence of the American nation. I always thought that was fascinating.
It is.
So there you go. See, history's never boring.
Catskill Transportation performed a bus emergency drill this week. Students practiced exiting buses through the emergency exit safely, preparing and keeping our students safe at Catskill.
What if we're still here to talk about bus safety?
I'm Larry Lee Fiber, and I am the Transportation Director here at Catskill CSD.
Why is it important we do safety drills in Catskill?
It's required of all districts in New York State to do periodic safety drills, and that's just in case. The drivers need as much cooperation from the kids as is possible in an urgent situation, and they need to be able to know how to get out of the buses if there is such a situation.
How many drills do you do per year?
We do 3 drills a year. One in the fall, which we just had today, one in the winter, and one in the spring.
Thank you. Have a great year.
My pleasure. Pleasure to meet you.
Student class elections are currently underway. Be sure to consult your class advisor for information on running for office or participating in the voting process.
Class elections are coming up. Students from each grade in the high school can run for class president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, social media coordinator, or one of the 2 class representatives. Elections will be held through Google Classroom on the dates shown. If you're interested in running for a position, please see your class advisor to pick up a nomination form. All forms are due with signatures on September 18th. Best of luck to all of the nominees.
Our fall sports game schedules are posted on the Schedule Galaxy with the link on our website. Come by and check out our athletes as they compete and represent Catskill pride.
Sports with Caitie Cummings. Who am I here with?
Shaylin Timo. Riley Coleman.
And what sports teams are you guys on?
Girls varsity soccer. Girls varsity soccer.
Okay, what's your role on the team?
Defensive mid. Left defense.
And what's one inspiring thing you guys have to say to the rest of the athletes in Catskill?
Have good sportsmanship, stay in school, and be a team player.
Tomorrow's our homecoming with games all day and the crowning of our homecoming court. Make sure you carve out some time to come by the school and catch some time of the excitement.
Here's Garrett with our Catskill weather.
What's up, Catskill? It's Garrett, and this is your weekend weather. Friday will be a high of 78, a low of 57 with partially cloudy skies. Saturday will be a high of 74, a low of 55 with cloudy skies. Sunday will be a high of 73, a low of 54 with partially cloudy skies. Did you know that giraffes are 30 times more likely to get struck by lightning than people? That's all for today, Catskill. We'll see you next week, and go Cats.
That's all for now, Catskill. I'm Alex.
And Alessia.
Thanks for watching Cats Can and Cats Will.
Ooh! That's